Good morning, children, and welcome to Tuesday's English lesson. So, this is what your to-do will look like when you open it up. And as usual, we're going to click to minimize the things to add, and drag it out of the way so you can read. So your lesson today is all about prepositions. And when we write about settings, you might want to tell the reader where things are, and this is what we use prepositions for. A lot of you should be familiar with prepositions because we did use them a lot near the beginning of the year. So here are some examples of prepositions and prepositional phrases. So a prepositional phrase would just contain multiple words. So we've got in the middle, next to, under, above, below, and inside. Hopefully you should be familiar with these words, but if you're not familiar, on page 2 we've got a drawing which shows, or lots of drawings, which show an apple and where it is in relation to the box. So we've got on, so we can see the apple's on the box, and that's a preposition because it's showing us where the apple is when we hear about it. We've got around, so we've got apples all around the box, and again, that's another preposition. So just take a couple of minutes when you look at this to read through the prepositions and make sure you thoroughly understand them before we move on. So again, when we're going to move page, we're going to click and drag our bar at the bottom, going past. Now, your first task for today is to look at these 4 sentences, and all of these 4 sentences have come from the Impossibly Possible bookshop, and all of them have prepositions in them. So you need to find, by either circling or changing the colour of the text, all of the prepositions. And watch out, some of the prepositions have more than one. Some of the sentences have more than one preposition. So in order to circle our prepositions, I'm going to demonstrate by circling the word task. So you click once on your to-do near the corner. Don't worry if it doesn't work, just find another space on the page, just like I did. Select your pen and you're going to draw around like this. And that's what you can do. The other option you can use is by clicking on this text box. So you might have to click near the text. So for example, if I think that watch is a preposition, I would click at the end of watch, click and drag my mouse over to highlight all of the words. I'd then go to the top left-hand side of my screen and click this A button here and see my watch is still highlighted. I'd then click this button, which as you hover over says change text color. Click that button and change the color, and I choose a color which I know that my teacher will make sure that they can see the difference. So I wouldn't choose black again. I wouldn't necessarily choose grey because they're still quite difficult. I'd choose something like purple, where the teacher can really see that there's a difference. So task number 1, you're reading these sentences, and then you either circle like I did or change the color like I did to show where the preposition is in those sentences. Your second task, if I click and drag the bar at the bottom again, is to write 3 sentences with prepositions in. These can be about your goblin world, or they can be about anything else. If you get stuck and can't think of any prepositions, click and drag the bar back to the left, and you can see that there is that picture, which contains all of those example prepositions. I look forward to reading all of your sentences, and I hope you have a lovely day.